There are 133 days before sovereignty returns to an Iraqi government on June 30th. Changes in the mechanism for forming an interim government are possible, but the date holds. And hold it should. In the November 15th agreement, the Governing Council and the Coalition promised the Iraqi people sovereignty on a date certain, and we will give it to them.
الدين الإسلامي هو جوهر أساسي في كتابة الدستور. فماذا تعني؟ وقلت أيضا أنك
There will be 100,000 American troops and tens of thousands of coalition forces still here until such time as the Iraqi security forces are able to assure their own security, which will not be as early as July. So the major change that happens on June 30th is that the coalition authority passes sovereignty back to the Iraqi government. The occupation ends, and coalition forces are no longer occupying forces. They are in partnership with the Iraqi people to protect Iraqi security. The President has said repeatedly that we are not going to leave Iraq until we finish the job, and the job is very clearly defined as having a democratic, stable Iraq at peace with itself and with its neighbors. So America will still be here. Many of the coalition countries, I hope all of them will still be here, perhaps more. We are certainly not going to abandon Iraq.
وقعوا على هاي الاتفاقيات على اتفاقية 15 تشرين الثاني.
It is clear that we have major elements of terrorist groups, including Al-Qaeda. They have been here basically all along. Ansar al-Islam is a group to whom Zarqawi is connected, as he is also connected to Al-Qaeda. Sometimes it's hard to make an actual distinction. What we do know is that we are on the forefront of the war against terrorism.
لقانون العراق الجديد هو مصادر.
There are, as I have pointed out before, a number of ways in which a transitional government could be selected if it was not possible to hold elections. It is a very complicated task to do it if you don't do it with elections. With the Governing Council, we put forward a proposal to do it by means of caucuses. But there are literally dozens of ways to carry out this very complicated task. There are caucuses that cascade downwards, upward cascading caucuses, various other kinds of selections, partial elections. On all of these matters, we are going to wait until we hear what the Secretary General has to say and what Mr. Brahimi has to say. But I just invite your attention to how complicated it is. Jane?